Good afternoon. This is a brief session for people in our community, in our congregation, who are feeling not connected in this time, which is really all of us in some level, but not connected because we're not on Facebook. And Facebook has become one of the tools we are using to connect to each other and to have conversations with each other. So there is a feeling aspect to this conversation, and there is a practical aspect. The feeling is just the feeling side of feeling isolated, not connected in ways that don't feel good. And I want to address that by naming it, but also say that I'd be happy to talk to you, and any of our clergy and staff are happy to talk to you. The practical side is there are ways to connect, and perhaps you've discovered them. And I wanted to just walk through those different steps, including the possibility of signing up for Facebook specifically to be connected at this time. So I'm going to share my screen and share a few different tools that we have that you can be aware of. This is the session's goals to be guided through our website, to learn how to see Facebook, even if not on Facebook, and if you wish, how to sign up for Facebook. So first, let me just share our Mount Zion website. This is the homepage of our website. And on the homepage, it says right here, while Mount Zion's building is closed, we can still connect. And if you click right there, you'll be taken to a page that lists all of their emails and ways of communicating during this time of what's happening. But here is the most important one: connect online with your community, which you can also just connect by tapping on connect at the top of the page, and MZ Connect. That is our online and in-person engagement. The in-person part is the part we missed. The online is the part we are developing even more so. So you can click through connect or right here. And then once we get to the MZ Connect page, which is right here, you can see where it says connect online. And here are our weekly emails. But here's the box that I wanted to show you. This is where we bring Facebook directly to our website. So even if you're not on Facebook, through our website, Facebook is right there. And the most recent post, here's Rabbi Adler leading us in Haftalah. If you click on this, you would be able to watch that video. You would be able to watch the service from Friday night. And this is all our public Facebook page. And that's what is listed here. And so you can see announcements, you can see different notes that I posted about our Torah scrolls being sent to be repaired in Miami. So this is our public page. That is what is available to you even without signing up for Facebook. And if you click on any of the Facebook links for our public page, you will be able to watch everything without being part of Facebook. So that's the most important thing. We also have an Instagram account, and that's where you can see those notes there as well, which I'll leave alone for today. So this is how you connect online to Facebook without having a Facebook account. Secondly, we do have a separate Facebook account, which is called a group. A group is private, and that private page is which is something that allows us to have conversations with each other on that page, is something that is private so that we don't have to worry about the whole world watching. That you can only access if you are on Facebook as a user. And it is true that there are some things we are doing, some of our Haftalah services, the entire counting of the Omer and sharing videos and conversation about that. All of that is happening in that private group space, which you cannot access if you are not a member of Facebook. You might not be a member because it's just too much, or it might be because you have philosophical issues with Facebook and don't want to give up your privacy. So now I want to just share, if you philosophically had chosen not to join Facebook, is it possible to join Facebook and have just a minimal amount of information shared? The answer is yes. And that might still be too much, but in case it's not, I want to just share this page. This is Facebook If you just go to this is not exactly the homepage, but if you go to facebook.com, you will see here where it says create a new account. And I'm just going to share, this is what you would have to provide. You have to provide your name, first name and last name, an email, a password, and a birth date, and a gender. That is something that you would have to include. If you do choose to include that, you do not need to share anything else. You do not need to share a picture. And you can also set your privacy standard settings so that no one can access your information also. And so I'm going to just sign in right now through my accounts. And you can just see where, if you set up an account, that your Facebook page will look something like this, or there are different settings actually for that. And right here, where you are, there's a little caret on the top page on the very far right side, which is where my cursor is hovering. And it's taking a little while to load up, but you will soon see there, just there it is, an account settings right there. So you click on settings. And here is where all the settings for Facebook are listed. The one that you would want to focus on is privacy. And this is where you can decide who gets to see your posts. And you might choose to be like my mom and not post anything and just be what is called a Facebook lurker, which is someone who knows that their family members are on Facebook and they want to see what they're posting, but never ever post themselves. So you don't need to really worry about that. But you can place here, instead of saying public, you can change this to just saying only me or only friends. That's where you can make sure that other people can't post. And then you can then limit, actually this part, if you're not posted, you don't need to worry about that. But here is where you're gonna wanna make sure that you change the settings for how people find and contact you to say only friends. I put friends of friends, but you might just say only friends or only me. And then here, very important, do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile? And you would say no, as I have there. If you decide to do this, then you will be in, you can go to Mount Zion's Conversations group. You can search for Mount Zion Conversation group, and here it is, Mount Zion's Conversation group. And you can see, let's see, can we see how many members there are? Somewhere you would see, oh, here it's loading up, 749, that's actually our public page, that there's 749 people who have liked it. Here we are, 620 members of our Mount Zion Conversation group. So there are 620 members. If you ask to join, we will approve your invitation, and then you'll have access to all of these posts. And you can see that people share sometimes articles that are meaningful to them. You can see here is where Michael Cooney, our president, is having his poetry sessions on Mondays and Fridays. And you can watch that video, and then you can see that there are comments that people have shared, and then people have dialogue there. And then the counting of the Omer as well. People have been sharing, here's Liddy Rich sharing her video of counting the Omer and dialogue that people are having through comments here. And you don't have to ever comment, you don't ever have to like anything, you can just watch and that way have access to it. So this is what the Mount Zion Conversation page is about, why it's meaningful, why it's a good way to connect. And if you decide not to do this because you do not want to be on Facebook, that is okay. You will have access to our website to our public Facebook page, and that's what I'm clicking on right here. This is our non-private page, and this is what, even if you're not a member, you can go to Facebook, look up Mount Zion Temple, and you will get access here, and you'll see videos. And this is where people also comment, so you can also comment on posts that are here as well. They're just not as many of the personal, the ones that we're keeping private. That, my friends, is all I wanted to share. I just wanted to make sure that we care about connecting at this time. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And we hope that you will feel connected to me, to the clergy, to the staff, and I invite you to do so. So please be in touch, and I'll leave the video there, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.